Welcome to Boss Talk Radio, and this is Jelena Banks, your host, and I have the lovely Reece Odum in the house tonight. How you doing?
I am great. I'm actually really excited to be here with you. I know we're friends, but I'm on your show.
Yes, girl, you on Boss Talk, talking to the boss, but you a boss.
I appreciate you giving me that title. I'm a boss, y'all.
So I've been knowing Reece for a minute. In Atlanta, you meet people by networking.
Yeah,
that is the key. So I attend a lot of events that's in certain industry based off my interests. Mm-hmm. We crossed, and it was like good vibe, good energy. Mm-hmm. And social media, we talk more. We seen each other. So therefore, we just sat down and we just started talking. And I learned a lot. But when I told her that I wanted her to come on the show and I was going to email her, mm-hmm. and I said, well, send me over your bio. When I read your bio, I was like, I learned even more.
Did you?
Yes, you've been working.
We don't talk about all that stuff, but yeah.
You know, we real modest. we like for other people, to tell us what they know instead of us tell them. Yeah. But I got to give it to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I read that and I was like, wow.
I've been trying, girl. I've been trying to get out there and do what I love to do, which is, primarily be an actress. But I, found a true love for producing as well because, I think as actors, we always tend to some of us tend to veer on the other side of the camera at some time because we have this just true love for the art. Right. So we can't help but hold back, hold back that love for creating. So that's what I've done.
Right. I kind of see that happen because a lot of people that I know mm-hmm. that's in front of the camera, next thing you hear is that they're producing, directing, and stuff like that. Nate Parker.
Yeah.
Tashina Arnold.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole...
All of us.
All of Nick Cannon. It's like a lot of people that are great mm-hmm. at acting that tends to switch over to the other side.
And become directors. And directors.
But it's easier. It's easier when you on that side of the art because then you don't have to worry about the being and the actress and the stress. It's less stressful.
Actually, it's more.
Really?
Yeah, because you're responsible for so much more. As a team, you work to put together a project as an actor.
That's
but
true.
When you're on the other side, there's this whole other animal with Oh, sorry. I'm not in my Facebook Live. Huh?
That's okay. We're gonna make sure we get you in there. You come on.
This what my girl does for me. She's taking care of me.
I got to be right, child.
But no, seriously, it's just one of those things where you hold a little bit more weight because you want to make sure that everybody's okay because you're in charge to some degree. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure.
But see, that's the thing. I'm used to being in charge and in control. Y'all know that.
Because she's a boss.
So being on the other side behind the camera, that would give me more control and kind of in charge opposed to being on the other side of the camera, being told and directed and having to deliver.
No, yeah. There are two aspects of it. Mm-hmm. That's what I meant. Like, I get a little bit more pressure on this side because I want to make sure the actors are okay with being producer.
Right.
But yeah, you do have a little bit more control over how things are delivered, like you said, because you're giving that type of direction. So it's twofold. It's a double-edged sword.
It is. So how did you get into acting? Is it something that you went to school for, doing college, high school, or?
I have always been in performing arts. So for me, it was just full circle for me to become an actor. Okay. And then when I lived in LA, I did a little bit of modeling. So you can see
your pictures was fierce. I said, send me a photo. She sent me 10 photos.
I wanted her to choose.
Giving me a good selection, in which all of them looked amazing.
Aww.
So I sent it to my graphic designer. Shout out to DT Web Design.
Yes, it was pretty.
He is amazing. Everybody always asks who I use. Mm-hmm. So I had to throw that plug in there for you, boo. But she sent me 10 pictures. And I was like, forward. I immediately forwarded the whole email to him. Because I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and choose this what damn picture I'm gonna use. I'm gonna let him choose because but I loved them. I looked at them all again this morning.
Oh, thank you.
I did.
Well, I just took some of those recent ones with Dwayne Boyd. Shout out to Dwayne. He did take a few new photos of me, the ones that I just recently posted. So it's always good to work with your friends. Like being here with you is always fun.
I like working with my friends. Believe it or not, I don't like strangers.
I don't think you meet a stranger though. That's the thing with you. You are like that person that you can meet.
You're the third person this week that told me that people just come to me, mm-hmm. and sometimes I'm open to talk and sometimes I'm not. But for me to reverse and just go up to people, that's not me. Unless I'm lost and I'm trying to find something, or it's about a check. Before it's me just going up and just like, how you doing? Like, I can't do that.
You've done it though. I'm proud of you. She's so modest. She's really good at most things. Like, you are a people person.
In the mood.
You really are. So
don't
underestimate it.
Yeah. If you look at me and you give me a look, whatever. But if you look at me and we kind of and we talking and it's fine, the energy is there.
Yeah.
But this year I've really gotten more into energy.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people that I had to X out of my life because of energy. When I tell you that was the best thing that I could have ever done, and people don't understand it. Sometimes you got to check your circle.
Yeah, and that's a big thing with what it is that we do.
Yes, your circle will have you toe up,
looking crazy.
Yes,
like if you have the wrong people. And like I've told a few people recently how sensitive I am to energies now. Like, I'm so sensitive.
I think it happened when you get older, when you get to the point in your life where you're really ready to take your life and your career to the next level. Mm-hmm. So therefore, you tend to be a little bit more careful about the people that you bring around you. And then you kind of tend to go back and critique the energy that you have. Because I sit back and I look at people's energy. And then I'm like, okay, I'm getting older. I'm trying to step to that next level in my career. So I need to be making sure that the people around me are going in the same direction I'm going.
Or already there.
Or already there.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I don't want to know nobody to deal with nobody that's beneath me. But if you're already content in your life and you settle and that's all you want to do in your life, you don't have no dreams and aspirations, then I can't be around that. I want to be around goal-driven, dream chasers, power, like trying to really take their life to the next level and mean that and don't mind working for that.
Yeah.
Because when you see other people around you working and thriving and trying to get it and grind, that's going to make you want to get it and grind. If you hang around with somebody that's lazy as hell, don't want to do shit, ain't trying to do nothing but just sit around and be negative and talk about people, then that's taking your energy, because it's like, you don't want to hear that. Like I tell you, if you're going to call me and talk about all this, I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You want people who motivate you and keep you lifted. And I tell people that all the time. Like, if your energy's off, I'm just like, okay, what's wrong? Because we need to fix this or we can't be friends anymore.
But somebody told me, you go to church to hear the word for motivation and to hear things and hear about what you want to hear. But then when you go home and you go out, your friends are saying the same total opposite.
Yeah.
So therefore, you need to find your friends that's just as good as the word that you go to church to hear.
No, I agree. And that's how my circle is really consisting of people who do nothing but that. That's what I'm really good at shifting, like you said, like kind of shifting those people out, and it's not like a bad thing. It's just that we're different. We've grown differently in different directions. So it's like, okay, bye. I need to keep these people in my lane. And then people always want to ask you about the different people that you know. And why hasn't such and such done this for you? And why hasn't
that's hate. That's
but
shade.
It's not. Shade. Yeah, they want to make it a problem that you know these people and they haven't catapulted your career to the next level. No,
it's not your time.
It's not my time. Exactly. And see, you understand. That's why we're friends. You understand that. It's about timing. It's about what's for you is for you. And all of us pretty much understand that if we really and truly love what we do. We know it's about a progression. And we know that somebody else's time comes before ours or whatever. And that people might see that what we're doing and they're like, oh my God, they're doing everything they want to do. When that's not necessarily true. We have other things that we're aspiring to do as well.
We have other things. I'm just doing this because I have to pay my bills. But therefore, there's other things that I want to do.
Yes.
So don't get it twisted. And it ain't all that easy as it looks. Some people are like, oh, I want your life. No, boo, you don't want my life. I need you to go get your life because you don't want this.
It's not
this
all
ain't
easy.
What you want.
It's
it ain't
not.
all easy.
It's a lot that goes into what we do.
But I tell people all the time, people come into your life for a season or a reason.
Yeah.
You have to be mature enough and focused enough to understand which one it is. We meet people that we fall in love with that we should not fall in love with. Then you meet people that you join business with that you should not join in business with.
Ever. Yes.
So then you be like, you know what? You just be messed up. So therefore, you have to figure out, is this a season or reason?
Yeah.
I meet people, and I may know them for a good year, and it'd be a great year, but then they tend to fade out of my life. That's somebody that came into my life for a season.
Yeah.
Therefore, it might have been something that we was doing was coming at the time, just a great fun, just great person to hang out with. But then I'm going this way and that person going that way. That doesn't mean that we're not still friends. It's just that it's time to separate our paths and get focused on about what we need to do. Then I meet people that have been in my life the full 18 years that I'm here.
Yeah. I can't believe you've been here that long.
It doesn't seem like it. And since I've been here, I've met probably almost, it's just crazy how many people I know. I don't realize how many people I know until
you go somewhere.
And I'm like, damn, am I gonna know everybody? And then my co-host would be like, you know everybody.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, I can't even tell you how I know everybody.
Or where you met them.
But it's a great thing to be loved by everybody. Because there's some people that know everybody that don't nobody like them.
At all.
At all. In that order.
It's good to
meet them and then you don't like them.
No, but that's the thing. It's like you give off like energies with good people, so those good people tend to gravitate towards you. So that's a good thing about it.
And we can realize the foolery and the fake and that devil.
Oh God, the devil
is
working.
Busy. Yes. And it's on all shapes, forms, colors, heights,
male, female,
both.
It's amazing to me how many people I know who really don't have good intentions for me.
Oh, I know like they if it's not about them, then they have no need for you. And once they come into your space and they use you and then they can't use you no more, then it's off with your head.
Yeah, they're done. If you can't be used by them anymore, then you're done.
But you know what I tell people when they meet people, and we're gonna get into this in relationships. If you meet somebody and ain't got no friends, run.
That's not a good thing.
That is
definitely
if
not.
Somebody ain't got no friends,
you need to pay attention to
You need to pay attention to that and find out. And I mean step back.
That's like guys, if you're dating a guy and he has no friends,
get the hell on.
There's a reason.
That gonna be a no for me.
I don't want to be with anybody who is friendless.
Now you know you got to come in and come out because that door squeaking.
So I hear y'all talking about being with a guy that don't have what?
No friends. You got friends?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I was gonna give.
I don't have a bunch of them though. I don't have a big circle. I got a dot.
And the reason why we say this is that I'm gonna do women. You can do men.
Okay.
Women, we are social. Women need friends. You need girlfriends. Because for one, your man ain't gonna want you always with him. And you need that outlet. You need to have friends. Like, you need to be sociable. When you're sociable, you learn about things that's going on in the world, so you ain't all outdated and still in 1998. It's 2016. And you just need friends just to know and have common interests. You may be able to learn something in your friend relationship that's not right in your relationship. Vice versa. But a lot of people don't know how to keep friends. That's why they don't have friends.
Yeah, but that's a clue. That's a clue to you.
If you can't keep a girlfriend, how the hell you finna keep a boyfriend and a husband?
No.
It don't work. You got to have friends for me because I don't want you fun me.
All the time.
All my kids are grown. I ain't got time to breastfeed no man. So therefore, I'm gonna want you to go with your friends and I'm gonna go with mine.
And then
I'm gonna want you to get at the house because I don't want you to be stressed. Because see, when you live in that house with somebody and both of y'all are stressed, that's unhappy. I'd rather be by myself and single in my house happy than be living with a nigga and be stressed. Financial problems. You're just frustrated. You see too much of each other. You're getting on each other's nerve, and then you're gonna be sleeping in separate rooms, which that's the dumbest.
I've never understood that. Roommates with your lover.
Like, one gonna be doing all the work, one ain't gonna be doing nothing, but claiming they doing all the work. Like, come on now,
it's too much. It's too much. But like with guys, you want to date somebody who has a life outside of you. Like you said, you don't want them up under you. But then that'll just leave problems if he doesn't have friends, because then he doesn't want you to hang out with your friends, and then that causes problems with
First of all, I'm not gonna date nobody who say I can't hang out with my friends unless they is Beverly from the corner or Becky. Then I can understand not hanging out with them. I don't even have friends like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know who she's talking about,
but I don't have that type of friend where my man is gonna have an issue with me hanging around, because I'm not that type of person. But I don't understand why a man feel the need to say, oh, you can't hang out with this person, you can't do that. Because therefore, my relationship is equal employment opportunity. the shit you asking me to do, I shouldn't be able to ask you to do.
Yeah, no, it's true.
But I'm not gonna do that. And I like to lead by example. if I tell my guy something, I expect you to give that back. So therefore, I try to look, I'm gonna do this because I think I'm gonna want you to do that for me. I'm not gonna control you. I'm not gonna say you need to lose some weight, you need to gain some weight. Oh, you need to get your teeth fixed. You need to do this. Oh, you need to, change your religion because I'm this religion. Like, it's too much.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that when people try to control each other, that's when you have the biggest problems. But then you have to think about, like I said, if you have a guy that you meet and he does not have friends, a circle to spend time with, he don't have nobody else to hang out with but you.
That will work.
So so that's what you have to think about. I have a friend, one of my best friends in California. Her and her husband are like the ideal. Like, she can go hang out with us. He goes hang out with his friends. They can come together and hang out. It's just, it works. And they've been married for like, I don't even know how long right now, like 12 years now.
That's perfect.
Yes, but they let each other be themselves.
How long were they together before they got married?
I don't know, like 4 years maybe. They knew each other
growing
growing up. Yeah, they knew each other growing up. So, it's one of those things that I want that. I want to be able to come together with somebody. He supports me, I support him and what it is that we do. And if I want to go to this event, like when we go to events, if I want to go to that event, I know I can go there with him and he's going to be okay.
And if he doesn't go, then that's fine. That's not an issue. I can still go.
But if you want to take him, he know how to act. That's another thing too. He know
and
how to
not to
socialize.
be insecure or wonder why every person you talk to was a man. Why was you laughing so hard? What was he saying?
Who was that? Yeah.
Who was that? How you know him? Like,
this
don't
business.
do that. I'll leave your ass at the house. You do that.
Never. You would never go with me. Oh, sorry.
So let's get back to you because I know we'll stay on that topic. Let's talk about the film The Witch, because that was your latest project.
Well, that was the latest one that was actually released on television, national television. So we were really excited about The Witch getting on DirecTV. That's huge. It's unheard of almost with certain independent films, unless you have like this long list of actors that everybody knows. So with me being one of the producers and the star of that, along with my co-star Blue Kimball, we were really excited about we were really excited about that step because earlier this year we got a proclamation from the state senate for the work that we did on that film because it's about organ donation. It was actually executive produced by Donate Life America to help minorities to understand and give them because we don't do it.
Black people feel like I ain't donate my organs when I die. I want to leave with what I came with.
Yeah.
I'm going to need y'all to understand the process that happens when you die. You ain't leaving with them anyway.
No, you really don't.
You're not.
Well, they're not functioning. So what's the point? Why not help save a life? They just had, I think it was I don't know what sport, but it was a guy who lost his child, a young child. Mm-hmm. He and his wife decided to donate that young child's organs to save people's lives. It wasn't even, of course, a minority, but those types of stories are inspirational.
And it's so sad because it's a lot of African Americans that's on the list
more than any other.
And it's because people of our nationality do not donate organs.
They just don't.
We may donate blood because you getting a check. We'll go get in line for that though, won't we?
Well, look, and there's certain people who will sign up to be organ donors if they can get their license cheaper. That'll catch
you know what? I just went and got my license the other day and I took a fierce photo, by the way. And they asked me did I want to be an organ donor. And then you know what her pitch was? You know it's cheaper if you be a donor.
Isn't that something? Yeah, and the thing about it is like with the senator who gave us the proclamation earlier in March, where we actually got to speak on the floor and everything about it. But she did this because she's a friend of the family and my dad got her to come to a screening. And she saw it, and her husband actually died waiting on a kidney, and her son was killed in a car accident as a teenager and was an organ donor and saved like 8 lives. So her life was very similar to what it was that my life was in the film. So she was just touched by it. And so then she was just like, I appreciate you trying to help save lives with this film. And then it got on DirecTV, and it's just crazy. Amazing. It's just one of those things that God can only do.
Right. Now you are also in the Saints and Sinners.
I was on the Saints and Sinners show. I was on the season finale. I was interviewing Vanessa Bell Calloway's character, so that was a lot of fun. And I did just recently, and I do a lot of films with meanings, so I just did a film called The Last Time where it's a domestic violence film where we're trying to bring awareness to domestic
Yes.
violence. So it's one of my sorority sisters, Tiffany Hill, is the executive producer. And we had Charmin Lee, you know, who was on all of everything, Girlfriends, Inspectors, and then we had Tommy Ford, who also just celebrated a birthday. So he's one of your birthday twins.
You talking about
Tommy from Martin?
Let's talk about Tommy. Let's talk about Tommy. He was in the film that I just saw. He looks very different.
He is. He's not Tommy from Martin anymore. He's just Tommy. He's just Tommy.
And I almost didn't recognize him until he spoke.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, we get older and we look a little different.
He was in the movie Digitalized Matter.
Yes,
movie,
he was. We were there together. Yes, he was. He was in that and you heard him speak. Huh?
Jesus.
We love you, Tommy.
We love you, Tommy. So yeah, you've been busy.
Yes. You know, it's something that we hope to have come out in October. And,
okay. Now, is it coming out to DirecTV or is it going to?
Well, we're going to work on that. that's the thing with independent films. We have to, once we finish them, we pitch them, and hopefully, you know, different networks, because they're looking for content, will give us a chance to be put on their network. So, yeah, it would be dope for us to get that on TV. I'm really excited about that one.
Yeah, that sounds like it. And that's something that needs to be addressed. We address it. I just went on to the Ultimate Retreat, and we went to the Crisis Center in Nassau. And we talked to a lot of people that were going through domestic violence, kids, women, and it's just so much going on. And they started saying the statistics of like every 7 minutes someone is either being abused, do some act of, you know, violence
at the hand of someone they love.
That they love. So that's kind of crazy. And then you just don't never know people, what goes on in the houses next door to you, to your friends. It's not letting you know what's going on. So
that's the thing. You know, that's the thing about this film and others that I've done. It's like basically you're hiding this other life because you're embarrassed by it. You don't want anybody to know you allow this to happen, and we want people to know that they don't have to die trying to hide this secret. They need to let it go. And it's not even just like physical abuse. It's emotional abuse. You have these people who are very broken, who might just pop off on you for no reason because they can't be that aggressive with the person that's at the house that's beating them or not beating them. But like,
you don't never
saying
know
all is what they're
through.
saying. Yeah. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And just want to help people. So that's what we do.
Wow, that's crazy. So what else are you working on?
God, it's a couple of things that, you know, you really can't talk about, but there are a couple of things like in the pipe, and as soon as I can talk about those things, then I'll be back on your show. Yeah. But there's a lot of really great things coming up, television stuff. I'm really excited about those things, you know.
That's good.
That's when everybody will like, oh my God, I saw you on such and such, and I'm like, really?
It's something that's constantly repeated. Weekly.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like that grows and that builds a brand so much faster than a movie that comes out once and then either you got to go pay to watch it or you got to go download it or you got to go. It's something that is on your TV every Tuesday.
Yeah.
At a certain time.
Or if you get a film that's repeated. Because I have one that's on Centric right now, What Love Will Make You Do. And I have so